I'm so excited. Taking forever to load. I know why. It's because I... Ooh. Wow. This is exciting. Although I'm going to do my commissions first. I don't know where to put my phone. I need to change my party.
I trust you.
What quests do I have? Straight to the heart. Okay, so no like questy ones. Oh, I should have left Sayu in. Oh. I'm gonna not use my resin yet, because I might fight bosses depending on how quickly I get there.
Take flight.
Get stuff done.
Severus whirl. Whirling. Let's dance.
There it is.
My apologies.
Okay. Straight to the heart, you're to blame. When you give the bad name. I went to the wrong area. I might be able to just climb. Oop. Yeah. What? What the fuck? In the mailbox? Mm. Oh, I almost didn't make it. Right, and I should have one more. So excited.
Another test subject.
Higher, higher, dance on fire. Take flight.
The sound is off on this. No.
My apologies. Yeah.
I need those for Jesus. Okay. It's outside. Oh, I should also do the test runs on stream.
Thank you for
Thank you for completing your reward.
Once there was a
Yeah, we know. Ow. I wouldn't mind getting him, but I'm gonna wish on him.
a blade.
We have more book stuff. Oh, it's those. Oh my gosh. Oh. Mm. How exciting. Okay. Oh, are things already up? Oh my gosh. That thing looks badass. I'm kind of upset that Fischl's on these banners. She should have been in the last update. It just makes sense to me. Okay, let's get these done.
Freeze. No rest for the wicked.
No rest for the wicked.
Don't get frostbite. Cool it.
No one escapes my midnight phantasmagoria. Hey, go, Baron Bunny.
Freeze.
By royal decree, I summon thee.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
I'm gonna have to turn down the settings. I'll just do that for now. It won't be perfect, but it'll be better. Diona special.
I'm here.
Cool it.
You're in for a little shock.
Oh wait, I forgot. You're supposed to hold, and then when she does that.
Dodge this. Ha, ha, ah. Oh, so sorry.
Pew, pew. Diana special.
Freeze.
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a little.
Think you can pull it?
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Can't handle your drink.
Cool it.
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy.
You know, I kind of want to build Lisa. Because, like, now that I know how to use her, I kind of want to try and, like, have her on my team.
Nice and spicy. I'll protect us. Press this on for size.
Oh, her voice!
Surrender enough.
You're toast. Go. Nice and spicy.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Dude. I think I like Dendro. I might have to exit the game. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's loading way too slow. So I'm going to leave the game. Maybe it's just taking a long time because it's a huge game file now. Ow. Hey, babe. I'm very, very cold. Do you mind turning the thing on?
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Gather. Cool it.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is order.
This is order.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Come a little closer.
Stabilize. I will have order.
I can't wait.
Surrender enough.
Freeze. Crumble. Quake.
I'm getting used to holding the R2. It's probably going to take a little bit of time, though. The only person I have, well, the only person I use that does that is Beto. Alright, time to try Tenari.
Keep up.
Oh, they put Kalei in here.
You're in for a little. Leave it all to.
Enshroud.
I hear everything.
I hear everything.
One with the forest.
Just like we rehearsed, as a good night should. I must leave.
I'll uproot you.
Oh, I love how all of his voice lines are like, you know. All about plants.
Can't see.
You're in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this too much.
Let's nip that in the bud. One thing.
He's not bad. Do I want him to actually, like, play with? No. Do I want him for doing, like, finding things? Yes. Okay. Was it literally just go there? Is it the thing? Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a waypoint there now? So everyone was right. This is the passageway. Have you been to the area yet? Okay. I just don't want to say something and then ruin something, you know? Wow. Alright, Beidou. It's time for you to switch out.
Can I go catch up on my sleep?
Of course you can, say you. Whoa, what was that? Okay. Oh, they like changed it a little bit. These damn fucking pop-ups. Wow. Oh. This is so much different. Why is she on Lifeline?
We can do it.
Bird. Can I... Whoa. Green. Green crystal flies. Wow.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get but Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than one. Hey there! We're not from around here, and see... Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there!
I want to skip Paimon.
Huh? What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Oh, wait! Could she be ignoring...
Maybe there's a reason.
Well, even so, she might be hiding someplace where when we get the chance, we'll just ask some...
Oh, so you're supposed to use Dendro on them? No. Well, that's fucking cool. I wonder if we can catch those birds and put them in... Whoa. In the, teapot. That would be cool. That's so cool.
Make my escape. Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but look, she's sitting over there. Wait, what should we do now? Do we try asking? All right then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Oh, it's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your... Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell What's happening? Traveler?
Oh, fuck? What voice? I think I'm just supposed to go to the tree. No. Is that fire? It's the doctor dude. I don't remember his name.
The world will get me.
Are you sure?
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
She's so cute.
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Hyman was in such a panic when you passed out that she...
This is Nendarville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest ranger. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake. Whoops!
It's so good to see her in
Colin,
the
what's
game.
the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. All right, I'll get it for... Now, the guide to Avidia Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly.
He seems like kind of a dick.
So, how are you doing?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief
Oh,
officer with all the
Tainari.
rangers here in Gandharville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier, but now that you're awake, it is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition. As you experienced, very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
I didn't realize that he would have a tail.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on.
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
Gandharville?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed. So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, for now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having it. Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? With just a Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here! What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, if you misjudge your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw were hallucinations? But if that's the case, oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you, well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going, but it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea. Kale's pretty friendly. We can ask her to... Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Kale!
It's a cool little hut. Where am I? Oh, we were here, and now we're here. Dendro Oculus. Wow.
match was great. We definitely have enough.
That's
to win.
their stoves. That's cool. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be so many more recipes too.
All right, next let's see, right? But please remember that you still need to be...
Yes, I will.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you...
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
He better redeem himself.
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tanari, we're ready to head out.
Clean it?
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now.
Do I
I'll be
look
giving
like a maid?
details to Kale.
Don't answer that.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but,
Well, a forest ranger's responsibility, they handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today, we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual. Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
We ride it? Hmm.
Go! Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good.
Berries.
The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you... Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then.
Paimon will fly up with you, and, by the way, Kale, do you know what,
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudavata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Oh, is that the name of...
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudavata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sirastana.
Uh-huh.
Well, and then...
Huh? You're not too...
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you... Anyway...
Wait, Amber? You mean...
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's
Yeah.
no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little...
Sorry.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer, so... How do you...
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But so please know I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukadavat.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one... So that's why you're...
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
You both have my...
It looks like dragon fruit. Dude, that is so nice. The little, like, things where you just zoom up.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda... Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? Or the name does seem to fit this... Well, anyway, go on, let's get started on quick...
Too bad we don't have a power
That's
washer.
one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Wow.
Kale, we're back!
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing.
Yay, food! What kind of... Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides,
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pocket. No, not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
oh, whew.
She's so
Those
clumsy.
peas are amazing! Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Hana wouldn't have been able...
You really know how to compliment since you liked it so much. I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime.
Yay! Thanks, Kale.
Oh,
So, Kale, don't you think the Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything? Everyone has...
no, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and... Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called... Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, but Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. Seems you already know him well. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the... In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make...
Really? Paimon... Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way... Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the...
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little, but it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's...
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was... Hey! Now even Kale's... Ugh, that...
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale, but...
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm so... Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back.
Huh?
That was
What
weird.
was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry?
Traveling merchant?
Dead on my feet.
Ah, Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back!
Oh, Kale?
Oh, okay. Get...
Doggy.
The rainforest is the best place to live.
For the next interview, I think we'll start with these questions.
kind of wish you could like lay down in the beds. Huh. Where? Okay. Eat the next day.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait.
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for.
So, Tainari, what's
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine.
Do we get to hear her backstory? Huh? I already know it.
Alright, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, well, because and honestly speaking, I was against Kale, but she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this...
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied.
What? The
Ah, it appears you're already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right. Now
Okay,
that I've told you
he
about
redeemed
Kale's
himself.
path, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as Lunar Lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar Lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. Lunar Lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, okay then. Note to Paimon, never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
My apologies.
Oh, the music.
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, we'll rendezvous here once you've gathered...
Oh, it's raining.
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari. Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot.
Hey, Tainari!
My legs are so cold.
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already clear just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area. So we decided to come find you as quickly as...
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime...
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let...
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with... There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think...
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous... As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effect.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the...
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, we typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today. And show...
So doesn't that mean that, like, Paimon shouldn't go with us? So far the quest is kind of boring.
Stop. Don't move any further. Look there in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like... Oh, Paimon...
That is the withering. All right, Traveler. We're going to
Excuse
have
me.
to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Take flight! My apologies!
Collect Dendro and then attack the withering branches with charged attacks. Oh. Or aimed shots. No. Dang. What's this?
Yeah, gotta dash.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
Oh. Yeah, just stand right on top of it, Hujo. That'll do it.
Yes, thanks to you two.
Time.
It's that obvious, huh? Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able... If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. For instance, even though this presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself, and most... I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, no, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
Probably, but it jogged my
Irminsul is a
memory.
tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then the Dendro are. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the withering zones. All right, that's...
I wonder if I should try to get that waypoint real quick.
I'll protect us.
Oh, look, it's Celestia. That's weird. Usually you see it here.
Another
No, we have to fight those? Ooh, the fight music.
Take flight.
Okay. Using Electro. You know what? I think right now would be a great time to wish on Zhongli. I'm very close to pity. I was really hoping that that would turn gold. Give me Calais. It's not what I wanted. I already have her at C6. Cool. Only. Strongly. There we go. Oh, and I got Collet. I knew that was gonna happen.
A blade embraces its due. As a jeweler.
It said to use Dendro.
Everything's ready. Let's go.
Is this Dendro?
Let's dance.
The other one is to use Electro.
I trust you.
Weird. Oh yeah, I was doing the waypoint. Hmm. Excuse me. Wow. So weird.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that?
A bird?
Oh no, Hypatia!
Is that his bird?
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How can we...
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh?
Yes, allow me to explain. After she must have just finished, it's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quick. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her kid...
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take... So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? Wait, how'd you know...
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all, because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the... My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukadevata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you. When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of spirit borneol are aimed at establishing a...
That sounds nice and all, but will she really...
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time... Please, wait here for a moment.
Okay.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the...
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
I'll protect her. Oh, what a cute treasure coffin.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
It's a Koroxy. Yeah. I love how she goes from like, oh,
There you are! Hypatia!
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Huh? Wait. Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really?
you're in a hallucination.
Wow, this place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Different kinds of fungi? Domains, mushrooms. I want to know what's up there. Oh. That's where we came from. Secret tunnel. Your mom.
Let the show begin. Huh? See? Cross over.
Whoa, bubble. Oh my gosh. But I didn't get the chest. What the heck? This is so... What the fuck? This is a weird domain.
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
I want my chest. Plus it looked like there was more over here. Wait. Did that just loop back around? It's just this. Which is where we came from. Unless it's not. Weird. So weird. I don't like that.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
The puzzle. Okay. Maybe I'm supposed to use the camera? Nope. I don't understand. Maybe I'm supposed to just like let it chill there? That looks right.
According to today's Forest Patrol route map, we need to head here first, then make our way over to there? There's a lot of writing.
I don't understand. What am I doing wrong? Hey, babe. Have you done the weird domain with the meditation bitch? How do I line this thing up?
What?
This, like, flower thing on the rocks.
Hey, by the way,
Hmm.
I'm lighting up the illusion. I mean, well, this is gonna be weird, getting used to the new area. Sumeru. I'm lighting up the map,
Nice.
and I found the fishing spot already.
Nice.
You hold it there.
Like that?
When I don't have much to keep me occupied, old thought patterns start to creep back in, and as soon as I start
May I?
talking about it,
Yes,
the
please.
flashbacks start.
Oh, yours is a lot harder to see, isn't it? Okay. Maybe... Huh? Oh, did you already eat Collet? I didn't even notice. Oh, there you go.
What the fuck? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like, I figured I had to line it up somehow, but I wasn't sure how.
Nobody knows everything, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I fucking hate it. I am not set up to fight him. Please don't make me fight him.
Eyes on me! Just like we rehearsed, I'll protect us. See? Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Huh?
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your brother. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. You're jerk, but don't you fret now. Today will be your last.
I feel like that's not true. I feel like the Abyss knows that, like, our twin has, like, you know, a soft spot for us. And they don't want to, like, go through with the plans until, like,
What do we do? We haven't
we're
seen
on their
Aisha
side.
anywhere else. Oh, there she is! Quick! Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Are you okay? Anyways, we can talk about this later. We'd better make sure she... Whoa, wait a sec.
Look at all this fruit lying around her. We
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
And the raw meat fights back.
It's okay.
What?
You can relax, Hypatia.
The raw meat swords
Tainari
with you,
sent
they
us here to
fight
bring
back.
you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
Is that what those things are for?
What things?
The like big these thingies.
It's the raw meat and they fight back.
Mhm.
I
I've already
see.
fought one before, but it didn't
So,
drop
you're
anything.
friends of Tainar?
They're
I'm
called
grateful that you
bars.
came so quickly.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice.
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have...
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So,
Wait, hold on a second, traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream?
no, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with... And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the... In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh, and then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them, but I never would have expected them to save me. Yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier. Anyway, looks like we'll need to. Alright, we're out, traveler. Today's menu will feature Sweet Madame.
Sounds good.
All done. Oh,
Go! Huh? Are you already finished cooking? Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to... It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever...
so why does this incense allow people?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers naturally. Anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever...
Makes sense. But
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could receive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reaction. Taking in it, not to worry though. It appears technically your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation,
well, that
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the stars, which is why if only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge. That's why we meditate a lot.
Whoa!
Of course I do.
I don't know if I care about
However,
this.
I believe that being a. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god.
What's so strange about that?
Well, it's strange because nearly no.
Huh.
Yes, well, to an extent. Only the sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, the fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the full. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stopped. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall that back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll...
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what... if only I could have said... if you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to... There's no need to be thankful.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's a...
This seat is getting uncomfy.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does...
You'll know, once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was that?
It's nothing. Some people from the Academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a... But all that can wait. How did things go?
It was quite the eventful trip, but the main thing is that she's safe and sound. She answered a bunch of questions for us, too.
Very good. Now that the Traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right. We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. idea on how we can find her?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you.
Well, do you at least know anyone?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my... How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan, and also when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for...
Oh?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's... Needless to say, this device and its usage fall...
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! That's right. Tainari, we have something...
Yes, she's doing... She knew you two would be leaving soon.
Thanks, Tainari.
Farewell. And...
Huh? Phew.
I don't want to say goodbye.
I've been waiting for you two.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to...
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh? It's my recipe for... Yay! Thanks!
I hope that whenever you eat them, well then,
Gonna get it? Yay! What are these?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
That was kind of sad.
when the sun's out, bathe in sunlight.
No, yeah. Kool-Aid. She's so cute. So it's C2 when he can create a shield for others. That is crazy. Alright, well I might as well try to get to here. Whoa. What the heck? I don't want to accept any quests or whatever. Not right now. What are these?
important to replenish your supplies often when you're out in the wild.
Okay, that was cool. Ooh. Wow. Ooh, and there's a wave rider. Interesting. I wonder how old she would be right now. Because, like, in the manga, she was, like, not that old. And I feel like it hasn't been that long. Like, I feel like she's, like, maybe 15. Wow, it's so pretty. It's a tree.
Nara. I've seen Nara.
Oh, so they're called Rarinara.
I only take orders from my employer.
I wonder what our response is going to be to seeing Catherine.
Sumeru City! Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city...
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But...
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academy... Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy. A treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only
I
issue
guess I
Akasha
probably
terminals
shouldn't
to
have done
outlanders who spent an extended amount of time
Brand
in
eyeshadow.
Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals.
Oh, we get two.
It kinda looks like a leaf.
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of...
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let's give it a... May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Whoa.
Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam, you get it. Oh, that'll come in really...
Exactly. With that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the
That's
wisdom
kinda
of the
scary.
Dendro Archon always be your guide.
I don't like that.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser... 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Suristana. Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Huh? Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just... Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? Paimon's getting all teary-eyed all of a sudden. It feels like... Huh. Could it be because we're Outlanders and we've only just arrived in Sumeru? You know, maybe we're not qualified to receive an answer to the... Well, he's from Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's... Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home. Hello, are you Rohawi?
I think I'm gonna have to be done soon.
Yes, that's me.
My butt's starting to hurt.
Please, there's no need to say anything, really.
Here, this is a
Oh, let me... Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So, what is it you two would like to know?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? Sorry.
What? You too? But...
Well, as I say, all I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of
Huh. Didn't expect her...
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse. Perhaps she just doesn't want to entertain visitors, which would explain the lack of information.
But...
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hypothesizing here. You could certainly try asking around and see if... And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see... In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never accomplish. Knowing when to yield is a form of wisdom. Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years. But Tainari? That guy can publish 3 papers in just a single year.
Okay.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the academia or relations between the 6th grade sage, hey, come on. This is a
Paimon's expectations. So what do we do now? Even if we want... Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right!
Catherine. Add extra applesauce.
Add Astra Abyssosk.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always...
We want to meet with Lesser Lord
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon.
Wow, she really sounds like a robot right now.
I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant info... Please, do not worry. I'm in Sumeru. The Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous... They take on various contracts, an Eremite brigade called the
Corps of 30?
Supposedly. They are Asphont, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though he's already retired, he and his words carry great weight within mercenary circles. If you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps... You're welcome.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Razor we go!
Ooh, pretty. Oh, it's like a little market. Big fish. Yeah, push you around.
Military supplies for the Eremites must be distributed appropriately.
And who are you?
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you to.
It's nice to meet you, Asphont. We'd like to ask you about something.
Hello, how are you doing today?
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true
It's
that
gone.
the Eremites network is vast.
Not
but even
really
I can't
many
help you
people
meet the
right now.
Dendro Archon.
But that's okay. To be honest, I was thinking about stopping soon anyway, because I'm getting really tired.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
That's good.
We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
I found that this particular quest has not been the most attention grabbing, so I'm kind of bored with it. I'm hoping it gets more exciting.
Just take the Academia, for example. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali, just because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with great... Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation.
Alright, well, thanks for the info.
No problem.
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems.
They kind of seem like the one kind of people that are like, oh, so-and-so said that it wasn't very good, so I don't like it. Even though I've never been there.
Isn't there at least one person in this entire—
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself.
Whoa, really?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did... Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to befall him. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but...
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. By relying on his own strength, he managed to overcome. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro. Oh, Archon Seeker, do you now understand? She and her wisdom have along your journey, we were in every flower and blade of grass, every ray of sparkling sun, and every breath of dancing wind. So long as you continue to think and ponder, we'll be wherever you go.
Yeah, thanks for the story!
In a way, it seems like this.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali, can you tell us—
Of course. So did you two... I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now.
That dude has his bad news.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. This stinks! We finally managed to find a lead about Lesser Lord Kusanali! Let's see if we can—
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? We're looking for...
did she have bandages?
Yes, that's her. Did you see...
Yeah, she went—
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad!
Why does she have bandages on her wrists? Was she bound?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Go, Barbara, go! There you are, Dunyarzad! We thought you might have been long gone.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now.
Really? Thank you so much. Uh-oh, looks like there's some coming.
Huh? More of them?
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably wouldn't
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep.
Do I want to continue, or do I want to, like, be done? I don't think I'm going to be able to use resin tonight. So... thankfully, I can just do that. Is there a fishing association? Really? That's fun.
I already lit up all the maps.
Nice. I have only lit up... Huh?
I haven't done every waypoint though.
I've only done the first one. Because I'm trying to get through the story, but...
I wanted to make it at least a little bit easier.
yeah, that's fair. I'm really tired. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna get off. I gotta collect BP stuff. And then I'm not gonna do achievements because then I can cross them off on the achievement tracker later. Yeah, I'm gonna complete that on my own. So yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream now. Thank you for coming, even if it was for a short period of time. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for the follow. Hopefully I'll be on like a more steady streaming schedule, because I quit my job.